to know me, you know I am so prideful and so private. It hurt.
It's a crazy part. I didn't even know they was together, let alone married.
It hurt me so bad to have to even protect myself in this type of way. But my marriage has landed me in a very dangerous position. My stepdaughter was just taken by CPS because of her father. CPS and the police have been here 3 times in less than 3 months, and I stood in it with my husband even though I was scared for my own self.
Fam, a situation involving an NBA champion has completely exploded across social media. Dwight Howard's wife, Amy Luciani, recently went online making serious accusations about what she says has been happening inside their household. According to her post, Child Protective Services became involved with their family. And in the middle of her explaining the situation, she began posting what she claims is Dwight Howard's alleged drug habits. She also claimed that her stepdaughter has been taken by CPS and that someone in her household was encouraging her stepson to lie on her, something that she say she recorded in order to protect herself. Now the internet is trying to figure out what really happened, but to understand why the situation is getting so much attention, you first have to understand Dwight Howard's career, his complicated family situation, and why his personal life has been a topic of discussion for years. Because the story behind this moment didn't just start this week. But before we go over this one, I want you guys to remember, I won't give you no angle, I just give you the story. So with that being said, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We'll jump right to it. Dwight Howard once stood on top of the basketball world. Born in Atlanta, Georgia, he became one of the most dominant high school basketball players in the country. Instead of attending college, he entered the 2004 NBA draft straight out of high school, where he was selected with the first overall pick by the Orlando Magic.
With the first pick in the 2004 NBA draft, the Orlando Magic select Dwight Howard from Southwest Christian Academy.
From the moment he entered the league, Howard's size, strength, and athleticism made him one of the most dominant big men in basketball. He would go on to earn 8 NBA All-Star selections, 3 Defensive Players of the Year awards, and multiple rebound titles, and eventually an NBA championship.
Oh my gosh. You win, young fella! You win! He didn't just dunk it, he threw it through!
Most remember that dunk, right? One of the moments that helped make Dwight Howard a household name was his famous Superman dunk contest performance. During his prime years with the Orlando Magic, Dwight Howard was considered the most dominant defensive player in the NBA. He helped lead the Magic to the 2009 NBA Finals, defeating LeBron James and the Cleveland Cavaliers in the Eastern Conference Finals. For several seasons, he was widely viewed as the best center in NBA basketball. But while Dwight Howard's basketball career was rising, his personal life was also becoming complicated. One of his earliest public relationships was with Royce Reed, a former Orlando Magic dancer. Royce later became known for appearing on the reality television series Basketball Wives. The two shared a son named Braylon Howard. However, their relationship ended early, and over time their breakup turned into a series of legal disputes involving custody and parenting disagreements. Their situation played out in court and often spilled into the public conversation as well. Even years later, their relationship has occasionally resurfaced in conversations online whenever new drama involving Dwight Howard appears. After dominating the NBA for several seasons, Dwight Howard's career began to shift following a series of back injuries in 2012. The injury required surgery and affected the athleticism that once made him so dominant. Around the same time, Howard became involved in the highly publicized trade saga, often referred to as the White Mare. He eventually joined the Los Angeles Lakers, but the super team experiment didn't work out the way many fans expected. Over the years that followed, Howard played for several teams across the league, but in 2020, he experienced a moment of redemption when he helped the Los Angeles Lakers win an NBA championship. Later in his career, Dwight Howard took his talents overseas. He signed with the professional team in Taiwan, where his debut game quickly went viral after he recorded 38 points and 25 rebounds. Even overseas, Howard remained one of the biggest basketball attractions in the league.
What's the secret to peak health? Going micro with Noom. Micro habits, micro wins, even microdose GLP-1s.
And starting
In recent years, Dwight Howard married Amy Luciani, a rapper, entrepreneur, and reality television personality known for appearing on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Luciani has built a brand around music, business, ventures, and social media influence.
Let's talk about met the love of my life, and I almost divorced his ass in 6 months, being real stupid and silly. Actually, we both filed for divorce. Let's talk about the struggles of being a new young wife. First thing I can tell you as a new wife, I know this is gonna be a hard practice, but shut your mouth. Shut up. Now I know some of y'all gonna say, oh, you gotta shut up because you married. What is he silencing you? No, sis, I'm not saying shut up. I'm saying pick your battles. And sometimes pick them quietly. Understand, when you became one with your husband, that means you became one. Y'all are one. You have to literally die to your old self. You don't want to do that yet. What does die to my old self mean? Because I'm very much still alive. Simply means adjustments. You got to make a lot of adjustments. Again, heavy on your one now. Know your spicy attitude isn't passion. It's a nasty attitude. That has to die for your husband. Confrontational spirits hidden by passion. You're not passionate, sis. You just got an attitude problem. Lose it. Quick gem. Successful top tier men, they just want peace. They don't want anything else. You can't do anything else for them besides bring them peace. Mistake I made, me and my husband going through issues, telling my friends about it. Don't do it. Dying to yourself is hard, okay? You spent your whole life talking, probably talking too much, getting the last word, being overly opinionated, being emotionally unstable. Some people settle for that, but this person married you, they're not going for it. Passive aggressive attitude. Most black men, when you do that, it reminds them of somewhat what they grew up with their mom, their siblings. They married you. They don't want to feel with the trauma from childhood. And I'm about to say something that's probably gonna hurt y'all feelings. Black successful men do marry black women. But my girls, let's be for real. Let's talk about it. I already know, sis, life was not easy for us, and along the way, we formed a little neck roll that we can't get rid of. Because life was hard doesn't give you the right to be rude, a bitch, confrontational, nasty attitude, uncooperative, any of those things. Married now, sis, so you're joining with one. It should be a peaceful harmony, right? Which means you have to die to yourself with all the ugly things that do not create peace. Let's talk about the maybe I rule. If there's conflict going on in your marriage, in your home, silently to yourself, not out loud to your husband, ask yourself, maybe I am understanding this wrong. Maybe I am processing this wrong. Maybe I am being overly emotional. Maybe I am not listening. If you silently ask yourself the maybe I's and then go in a corner and process them before you respond, you'll see that maybe I can do something to meet him more in the middle versus pushing the confrontation. I did not say you cannot have an opinion. I never said that. I said stop, process your emotions, okay? You married now. You basically just said, I love you for the rest of your life, my life, no matter what we go through. Me not really understanding the real concept of marriage, I was thinking like, oh, Dwight, you're doing this. I don't like this. I'm gonna flee. I'm gonna run. Listen, y'all. You ain't ready for marriage if that's the way you think it.
But recently, her name began trending online after she posted a series of messages about what she says has been happening inside her home. According to Amy, Child Protective Services became involved with the family and removed her stepdaughter from the home. She also claimed that her stepson had been encouraged to lie on her, something she says she's documented with recordings. But the situation escalated even further when Amy began posting online images that she claims was Dwight Howard's substance abuse. Those posts quickly spread across social media.
Crazy too, because wasn't he just at the All-Star? He was just at the All-Star judging the Slam Dunk contest. That was this me and March out this last month.
At the same time, people also began bringing up older posts where Luciani had previously mentioned wanting to leave the relationship months earlier, but eventually decided to stay. The situation quickly turned into a viral discussion across sports and entertainment platforms.
To know me, you know I am so prideful and so private. It hurt me so bad to have to even protect myself in this type of way. But my marriage has landed me in a very dangerous position. My stepdaughter was just taken by CPS because of her father. CPS and the police have been here 3 times in less than 3 months, and I stood in it with my husband, even though I was scared for my own self. Whatever he wanted me to say, whatever it was, I'm thinking this is my husband. I had everybody around me saying, even after I tried to divorce him the first time, everybody around me says, you can't leave your husband this soon. You said through sickness, through health, through this, you said through good or bad. That's why I came back, but this is going way too far. But it's not even about me, it's about the kids. The stuff that I have to go through with the kids, I have to be witnesses to. I'm in the police at the house. They asking me questions. I don't know how do I lie for my husband. I've never been married before. I am in love with my husband. I don't want him to get in trouble, so of course I'll be his alibi, but this is going way too far. And now I'm getting mixed all in this. I have been with this man for 14 months. I cannot ruin my entire life for something that this person is doing. I just cannot do it. I tried to get so much help. I asked for counseling in our marriage. We went through 2 different counselors. When I say I love my husband, I don't want to leave my husband, but the positions he keeps putting me in, and it's all over nothing. I keep telling people he needs some help, y'all. I live with him. This is not him. This is not the wife. This is trauma. This is everything he's been through, but just not the kids. I have to advocate for the kids. And I can't go down for what he's doing. So they took our daughter. And I'm just sitting there like, do I speak up? Do I be quiet? What do I do? But I caught this man. I caught this man forcing our 12-year-old son to cover for him, his son, to cover for him. He had him lying. I recorded it. He was coaching our son to lie on me, and I had to record it. And it's this shit. I try to tell everybody he needs some help, and ain't nobody wanna fucking listen because he got the money. I kept saying, whatever, y'all don't understand. I live with him. He needs some help. And this is it. This is what I'm fucking losing my fucking marriage to. This shit right here. I told everybody, y'all gotta help him. He is spiraling. I'm in here with him. I'm trying to love him through it. I was gonna run out the door. I was gonna leave him. But everybody told me, don't leave him. He's struggling. I stayed, but not this year. We got the police involved. CPS, you're lying on me. You making up alibis. You got our son, my stepson, lying. And thank God I recorded it. And he innocent in this, but you said just to protect yourself, you would take anybody out, including me, and I can't let you do it no more. I don't want to share the dirty secrets. I don't want to go out like how everybody else did this man. But I gotta protect myself now. I'm uncomfortable. Now I don't know what is gonna, I don't know. I'm uncomfortable. This man has the money. This man controls it all. And it's not about no money. I've been with this man for 14, 15 months. I never asked him for $1, nothing. I'm not on the credit cards. I just love him for him. But this shit is going too fucking far. And I'm so embarrassed. And I gotta even I'm just like, I don't know what to do. When I heard my stepson being coached to lie on me, I gotta protect myself now, and I know it was supposed to be through sickness and health, but this shit is scary.
I would say it's like having another producer in the room that knows exactly what your song means. This is co-producer. The fastest way to find samples.
Ain't that much love in the world.
Now, Dwight Howard's first baby mother has something to say about these resurfaced allegations.
Y'all know, y'all watch basketball, something wrong with her too. She ain't all wrapped too tight. up there either.
Until you do right by me. It's always been about the kids, bitch. It's always been about the kids. Now you want to speak? I'm still blocked up, so I can't see what the fuck you're saying. But now you want to speak because he brought you into it? Girl! It's everybody else's fault? Wow! So you just don't think any of us fell for the antics either, right? None of us fell for the narcissism. Are you fucking crazy, Amy? Amber? What is it? Like, are you serious right now? You called me crazy.
You are crazy.
Right? You said I was jealous. You said I wanted him. When it's always been about the damn kids. And now you want to sit here and cry and sit here and be like, it's because of what everybody else did to him. No! It's because of what he does to people. Shit! I was just fucking first. I was collateral damage. Let's call Royce crazy.
Yeah.
And people will believe it because I'm baby Jesus. Girl, shut up.
She also said, who's laughing? This is sad as F. These kids never should have been taken in his custody, and she knew that. Look at the past. She allowed it. She condoned it. She participated in it. Crying now because she's caught him lying on her is selfish as F. If it was about the kids, she should have never opened her damn mouth long time ago, instead of leaving them for weeks to fend for themselves while you went on trips overseas. Y'all can kiss my ass with that. You shouldn't, Chloe. Why are you laughing at someone's downfall? You should have been quiet. Bush. No one is laughing. This is about children. Y'all sounded like Trumpies with the Epstein files. Tell me, please, when is the right time to scream, I told you so? When your children are in danger? Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. Now, I know a lot of people are wondering what happened with the other situation. Now all this coming to life. The situation that happened in July 2023 with a man named Stephen Harper filed a civil lawsuit in Gwinnett County, Georgia against Dwight Howard. Harper claimed he met Howard through Instagram DMs, and Howard allegedly invited him to his home in Atlanta area in July 2021. Harper believed it was going to be one-on-one sexual encounter, but according to the lawsuit, when Harper arrived, another person identified as Kitty, a man dressed as a woman, was allegedly present. Harper claimed he did not agree to a threesome. He accused Howard of sexual assault, battery, and false imprisonment during the encounter. Harper sought damages for emotional distress and injuries. And when Howard is asked about that, this is what he got to say.
Where I put my shit at. Y'all just weird. If you want to know what people doing in their bedroom and who they messing with and sleeping with, you are weird. You're the weird one. Oh shoot, y'all heard about that? Dwight, they said Dwight was in a text messaging a guy. Nigga, who cares?
Okay. At this point, much of what the public is saying remains allegations being shared through social media. No official court rulings connected to these recent accusations have been confirmed publicly, but situations like this show how quickly personal conflicts involving celebrities can become national conversations once social media becomes involved. Dwight Howard's basketball career is already cemented in history, with the multiple All-Star appearances, Defensive Player of the Year awards, and the NBA championship. Many analysts believe he will eventually be inducted into the Basketball Hall of Fame. But as this situation continues to unfold, fans will likely continue watching closely to see what the truth behind these accusations really is. That being said, fam, it's time for y'all to talk to me in the comments. This was the story of an NBA All-Star champion being exposed by his wife for having a drug problem that's leading to CPS taking his kids. Prayers up to them. I'll let you guys be updated once I know more, fam. Talk to me in the comments. Don't forget to like.
So, they took the kid because he's on drugs. Like, oh, I was thinking like some other weird stuff, but like, you know, on drugs, like it's pretty crazy. I don't know, Dwight Howard over the years has had a lot of, you know, things going on with him on the internet, but, you know, hopefully they could get together. Hopefully that little girl could, where the mama at, go back to her mom or something. Hopefully they can get it fixed and get it together. Like you said, we'll all still be watching.